Hello. So right now I'm doing my hair and I'm kind of just doing it for the week, but as I'm sitting here doing my hair, I thought, why not share with everyone that is watching my videos and on this journey with me of now the last 7 months here at West Point. Why not share a story that I have regarding my hair here at West Point and just the bigger scope of black hair, race, being a woman, and identity here at West Point. But I'm just gonna share that, like those big themes in this one story. Growing up, from a young child all the way until high school, I had a perm in my hair my entire life. And for those of you that don't know what a perm is, it's pretty much a chemical that you put in your hair in order to make your hair get straight for black women. And for white women, or women who don't have the same texture as black women, it'll make your hair get really curly. So for me and my community, historically, perms were a means of black women trying to become like the majority, to look like the majority, to have the same, you know, aesthetic as white women, because they were deemed, you know, the most beautiful women in the diaspora of America and all that stuff. So perms, looking back at it now, it was very much a self-hate process, but that's a different conversation. I'm not going to go too deep into that. So anyway, my mother, her mother, just everyone in my family always had a perm, and they passed that same energy on to me. So the conversation regarding natural hair, regarding loving your hair texture, was not a thing. As a child, I literally hated my natural hair. It was, you know, just, to me, ugly, nappy. It was just not beautiful to me at all whatsoever. It was just something I wanted to escape from. And every time I would get a perm, I would feel more whole and feel more, this is who I am. I feel beautiful because my hair is straight and pretty. And it was, honestly, looking back now at who I am, it was kind of toxic what I was, you know, thinking. But that was the time that I grew up in, and that was, I can't really be upset, but I guess as time goes on, you know better, you do better. Anyway, so all throughout high school, I had a perm, and it wasn't until I got accepted to West Point where I quickly realized that perm life was gonna have to come to an end, because I knew that there weren't gonna be stylists up here in Highland Falls who were able to give me the quality of, you know, a perm plus doing my hair the same way back at home in Georgia would be able to do. So I cut all my hair off. Pretty much. I cut all my hair off. First I tried to start with braids. That did not work. And then I just said, let me just cut my hair off. And I didn't really want to go through the big, like, it wasn't really, when I cut it off, it wasn't really a thought process of, oh, I'm cutting it off to go natural. It kind of was just, I'm cutting it off because, I don't know, braids just were not working. It was very unhealthy for my hair at the time. So I cut all my hair off, and I went, that's when you could say I started going through the process of, wow, I have to accept who I am. It's a new look. I have to start loving myself. That sort of opened the door for that energy to come into my life. So I'm really bad at telling stories. I'm so sorry. Okay, now to the story. Plebe year, second semester, I decided to come back to school and grow my hair out. And I will insert a picture of what my hair looked like so you guys can visually see my hair was in the standards and everything. It looked good, neat, blah, blah, blah. So I hear a knock on my door. We say enter. It was a white firstie female who was at the door. And I knew of her, didn't really have the best opinion of her, but I was like, okay, what is up? She's like, hey, Nola, can I please come talk to you outside for a few minutes? And I'm like, yes, ma'am, sure. So I go outside and I see that she has papers in her hands. And I'm like, what is going on? Like, what is she about to talk to me about? So she's like, and I'm not making this up. This is exactly what happened. This is what happened. So she goes, I just really wanted to talk to you about your hair because it's just out of standard. And I'm like, ma'am, what do you mean? Like, what's out of standard about my hair? Well, so first off, like, when you have cornrows in your hair, they can't they have to go back straight and everything. And I'm like, like, ma'am, I don't have cornrows in my hair, so I really don't know what you're talking about. And she's like, oh, your hair, it just looks bad. It just looks a mess. Like, I don't like it at all. It just looks terrible. And I literally was like, and she continues to go on, like, you need to just read the regulations and figure out what to do with your hair. Like, it's not to standard at all. And I say, okay, ma'am, thank you very much. I'll read it. Oh my God. So she walks away. And okay, one thing about West Point, that if you decide to come here, or probably in the real world, which I'm very happy that I had this, I don't know what came over me. When people come at you with that type of energy, it is very important to not be reactionary and to not be disrespectful at the same level that they are to you, because you will never get your point across. What she did was beyond disrespectful, but I took it in. And I went to my computer and I looked up the regulations. In the Army regulations at the time, there were no examples of how the hair standards would look on a black woman. So you have a picture of like a medium haircut, which is what my hair was going towards, from short to medium. And all you see in the examples are straight hair. It's going down. When white women cut their hair, it's literally straight. It doesn't coil up. It doesn't go. It doesn't do what my hair does. So my course of action from that, I wrote her an email and I said, ma'am, my hair. Okay, I literally just found the email. So this incident happened, oh my God. This happened March 5th, 2019, plebe year. We're gonna keep it so y'all know the evidence. This is the receipts. So this is what I said as a plebe to a firstie who would be me right now. LT, I'm not gonna say her last name. I really appreciate you coming by and discussing my hair standards. Thank you. I just looked at the hair standards to see if I was out of regulation, and I do not think I am. To give some knowledge, I have a 4C hair texture, which means my hair has very tight coils and curls, versus your hair, which would be considered most likely 3A or 2C, because it is straight. Second, I do a twist out, which is pretty much twisting my hair, then taking the twist out to have curls. Third, in the regs, it said that my hair cannot exceed 2 inches in bulk, which it has not reached yet, but it will as I continue to grow it out. However, I will get bobby pins to lay down some of the curls when it gets to that point. Fourth, Black hair frizzes up very easily, so the curls are going to become less defined and have a frizzy look towards the end of the day. This is why my hair looks the way it did tonight, because of the frizz. Which, let me pause on that. So one of the things so I was doing a twist out, but as a lot of black women are aware of, when you go to bed at night, because she came to my room at nighttime, it's important to like put, why is this doing this? It's important to put like little ponytail holders in your, like grab it all together, put a ponytail holder so the curls can stretch out more. So that's what I was doing. My hair wasn't, from what I remember, it was not looking a mess. No, my hair has never looked a mess here, and I definitely take pride and joy in my hair. So I just want y'all to know it looked how it looked in the picture, but imagine just little ponytail holders holding, like bringing it together so it could stretch out more. I'll send you, I'll look at the picture and see if I have it. Anyway, let me continue. That is why my hair looks weighted tonight, because of the frizz. Lastly, I am not too sure about the part. I can definitely make it less defined, but it is a natural part. I have attached some material on black hair if you were curious. Thank you so much for discussing this with me. I really appreciate it. And I gave her a video of a twist out on my hair texture. So what did I learn from that experience? I will say the biggest thing that I learned is the importance of, number one, not knocking people down for genuinely not knowing something. And it's important to honestly educate people and to understand that people come from different backgrounds, and some people just genuinely don't know. They literally do not know certain things because they haven't had the opportunity to experience those things. She genuinely thought I had cornrows in my hair at the time. She really thought that. I did not, but she thought that, and she really just did not know. And I think it was profound of me to not go off on her because I know, like, where I come from, the high school I came from, that probably would have been the initial response. Going off, making it worse, not getting my point across at all. But instead, I think sending her that email, sending her the video, which I hope she watched, I think that was a better move. I really do. I can say that experience was the only experience that I've dealt with in regards to race, hair, you know, just blatant ignorance about it. But I know a lot of people who have experienced the same thing and have had a different outcome, have cut their hair off, have, you know, felt horrible and, you know, kind of succumbed to that person's ignorance and thinking that they were right. So if you decide to come to West Point, if you're watching this, or if in any like profession that you go into, it's important to genuinely educate people. And I know some people are like, why should I spend the time to teach someone when I know about their hair? Because honestly, that's how I think at times too. Like, I know about her hair. I know she needs to wash her hair every day because it gets too oily. I know, but it's, I don't know, maybe we can have a different discussion about that. But I will say that is my story. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I probably told it, I could have probably told it in a better way, but I will say this. Since being here at West Point, this place has forced me to love not only myself even more, but my hair. It has forced me to look in the mirror and know that I am beautiful, to know that I don't need a perm, I don't need weave, I don't need all this extra stuff to feel like a beautiful woman when I know that I am. I'm beautiful, I'm strong, I'm competent, I'm everything. And I think it's very interesting how West Point, out of all places in this world, gave me that love for myself. Which, now looking at it, that's very, I'll probably journal about that later on. But anyway, that's my story. Let me know what you think in the comments. And yeah, I hope you have a beautiful day. Because we got, as of now, we have, hold on. We have 216 days left. Let's go. Anyway, let me know what you think. Thank you for listening to the story. And really just be open to growth. Be open to teaching others. Be open to understanding that your reality is not the same reality for other people. It's not. Anyway, deuces.